Hey Facebook, it is your girl Shanice. I am back with another one to encourage, inspire, and to motivate. And today I just have like some. So if you are on Facebook, I'm not going to be able to see your comments until after the live. So if you comment or you saying hi and I don't like your comment until after the fact, I'm not doing it on purpose. It's just because I can't see the comments while I'm on StreamYard live, but I can see them afterwards. However, if you guys are on YouTube and you're watching on YouTube, I can see your comments while we're on the live. But today, for those that do not know me, I am a life coach and I help moms reinvent themselves by healing from their past trauma and unveiling their purpose and unlocking their power, which is in their purpose. And I am also an author of Heal Soul Trauma, Healing from a Broken Soul, and I am also a speaker. But today I just have some Monday encouragement, midday encouragement for those that feel stuck in their business or they feel stuck in the shift that God is trying to get them to go from the beginning of their business to the next level in their business to making lucrative business. Lucrative business, or you are someone that's merging from your 9 to 5 to your business, or whatever the case may be. It's just a couple of 5 tips that Holy Spirit had poured into me this morning, and I want to pour into you guys. But check out my shirt. It said, I had rather make history than write it. History maker. Right here. This girl's a history maker. But I just want to come on and encourage you guys. So I have 5 tips. So you like, where did this come from? Right. So I feel like God is shifting me to a place of entrepreneur deeper in my business. One day I just felt like Holy Spirit was just telling me, like, I need you to stop making your business a hobby and make it a passion. Like, quit playing with it and make it like a business, right? But I didn't know what that looked like to me. When I first started, I didn't know that this was going to turn into a business. I didn't know my book was going to turn into a business. I had no one guy when you are building. And like for me, I was building blind for many, many years. And the ideas he was giving me, I would just write it down. I didn't know when he was going to have me use the idea. I didn't know, maybe I used the idea too early or whatever the case may be, but I felt like I kept on hitting the door. But all this time that God was preparing me for this shift, right? So when God was saying that to me, like, I need you to make the shift, I didn't understand what that meant, or I didn't know what it looked like for me, right? But I knew he was telling me to shift in some type of way. So I just want to share with you the 5 tips that he gave me that you need to make in order to see the shift or the constant revenue inside your business. The very first thing I did, I wrote down everything I want to see differently in my life. I wrote down what my new will look like. We hear a lot of people say the new is here, the new is here. What do your new look like, right? What do your new look like so you will not miss it, right? So write down what do your new look like in your business? What do your new look like in your daily routine? In order for you to walk in your new fully, what does your new look like? So after I wrote down everything that I want to see new and how I want to walk in my new, then I wrote down the 5 shifts that I need in order to see the new manifest in my life. So for the person that's on you're watching, I cannot see none of the comments. If you're watching on Facebook and you are making any comments, I cannot see you. I can't see anything right now. But I know you're watching. So the 5 shifts that you need to make in order to see your business start thriving as a lucrative business and not a hobby. One of the shifts that God was telling me to start making is don't be afraid to ask for revenue. A lot of times for me, my passion, my purpose, it flows so easily and it comes out so easily to the point that I feel like I shouldn't charge because it's so easy for me, right? Like I did a podcast Saturday and we was just talking, and the whole time that we was talking, I was literally taking them from I was literally coaching them through the podcast, and I had no idea that's what I was doing. because it was so easy for me. So a lot of times when we are walking in our purpose, you are afraid to charge because it's so simple to you. And that's how you know that you are walking in your God-given purpose, in your God-given passion, because a lot of times the very thing that your gift and your talent that God placed in you is something that is so simple, right? Like teaching, me speaking is so easy for me to the point, or encouraging someone is so easy for me that I don't even want to ask to charge because it's so simple for me. But we also know God don't want us to walk around here broken, dusted, and disgusted, right? We it was never meant, and I know a lot of people say, I don't understand why the pastor have a nice car or why they're over here prospering and there at the church, the pastor taking our money. That's so stupid. Because let me tell you, I don't mean to call you stupid. Let me tell you, in the Bible, right? God said that I will add riches, right? I will add riches unto you, and add it will be no sorrow, right? So if you look in the Bible and Abraham, Solomon was one of the richest men that had ever lived in the biblical times, right? And he walked with God, right? So God want us to be wealthy. He don't want us to lack, right? God said to give and give. Bring your tenth to my house so it can be enough in my house, and watch that I will pour open the windows of heaven. He just don't mean money. He's talking about ideas. He's talking about businesses, right? If you look at the disciples, all of them was business owners. So I want you to shift your perspective then when you are using your gift and your talent, that you don't charge. Because now, if God telling you don't charge, don't. But you know that God is telling you to up on your prices, then do it. I'm gonna give you an example. I opened up my academy, and I didn't have all the nooks and cranny, right? That's not how God works. He gives you one thing at a time. So he told me to open up my academy with a 4-week mentorship and told me to charge my $397. I did not feel comfortable of charging $397 because what I was teaching was so easy for me. I did not feel comfortable with charging three, and not even comfortable. I was not confident in charging $397. And I was like, God, I can't do that. Like, it's just you. I was just so, I just didn't want to do it. So one day, God is so good, right? I took my little notebook that I always write my notes in when God give me an idea, and God gave me the idea of my academy about 3 years ago. And I opened up the book of my notes, and what was inside my notes? Charge $397. I can't make this up if I try. Okay, I can't make it up. He told me to charge $397 for the course that I had just launched this year. Glory be to God, right? So I'm like, okay, this has got to be God, because he just confirmed it. So I had no choice but to charge $397. Did I have people coming to me asking me like, "You charging $397?" Did I have people ask me, um, should you go down? Yes, I did. Did I budge? No, I did not. Because if you want your healing, you're gonna invest that money. It's power in investing, right? So when God was showing me, we were sitting down. God had to get me together to shift my perspective about charging. He said to me, "Do you really think I told you that you could not go out and find a job? That you had to build your business, and I was going to save you, and I was going to give you double portion in this season for you to charge pennies in your courses? You think I want you to walk around here broke? No, I did not. You're going to charge her $397. This is God having this conversation with me. He had to shift my perspective on charging what I was worth, right? And there's gonna be a lot of times. It's Don't get me wrong. It was times God told me to give away a scholarship and do it for free. And I kid you not, when God told me to add someone at the academy for free, the next morning, God placed it on somebody's heart to sponsor that person. I cannot make this up. I woke up with that next morning after I gave that woman that scholarship. I woke up the next morning and I had $398 inside my cash app, and she said it was placed on my heart to bless someone inside your academy. I kid you not. So by me being obedient and give that person that scholarship for free, God put it on somebody else's heart to pay me. So I never did actually did it for free because God paid me. Right? So that's number one. Shift your perspective. Ask, charge. Don't be afraid to charge. You got to shift that perspective. Like I said, if God tell you to do it for free, do it. If God tell you to give it away because He's going to pay you double for it. Number two, stop allowing discouragement to stop your creativity. I see a lot of aspiring business owners and myself, right? We would get so discouraged by not having enough likes, not having enough views that you think like, is this even worth it? Like I'm putting, say for instance, you are a designer, right? And you make t-shirts, you make um 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 I don't know, you make stuff, right? You make cups, you make t-shirts, whatever. And you put your stuff out there, nobody is replying. And because of that, you get discouraged. That's because you don't understand that there's seed that you're sowing in this season, you're gonna reap it in another season. So because you don't see a revenue or because you don't see anybody liking your post, you don't post your work. Do you see McDonald's? McDonald's has been up in business for how many years? 50 plus years. They advertise their business every single day. But yet you allow your discouragement to stop your creativity. Yet you allow your discouragement to stop you from posting. Yet you allow your discouragement to say, I'm not going to post today because no one's liking my post. Let me tell you something I have learned. I see people that I want to work with, and I will write it down, say, God, I want to work with this person. And in due time, God will send me the money, and then I will reach out to that person. But that person don't know that I have it on my mind to work with them, right? That person don't know that in another season, I'm going to actually sow my seed into their life. They don't know that. But what happens if that person stop posting? What happens when that person stop saying that they have those products and services because they got discouraged? Now I don't know if they're in business. So stop allowing your discouragement to stop your creativity or stop your consistency and stop you from moving forward. Because a lot of people stop because I don't have enough clarity. Let me tell you something. I have been building for since 2017 blind. And if I just tell y'all what just happened to me this morning, you will think I'm crazy. I'm gonna save that for a whole nother line. I've been building this whole entire time, trying to find out the beautiful woman that God sent my way. Been building. Our vision is like almost intertwined. That's for a whole nother live. I promise you, I'll come back and do a live on that. But stop allowing discouragement to stop your creativity because you don't know why God is telling you to build this in this hour. And whatever He gives you, write it down. And I guarantee you, in another season, you'll be able to see it coming full circle. Number 3, stop giving away free. Shift your perspective. It's okay to give away free. It's okay to give people advice. But don't free a person down to the point that you're not getting nothing. When God, example, I was going to charge that course, that 4-week course that God told me to charge $397. I was going to override him because I was listening to other people had to say, and I was going to charge $97 for 4 weeks. Had I not obeyed God, that's a whole nother lie. I obeyed him and I charged what he told me to charge. Am I telling you not to give away free content? No, I'm not telling you that because I'm giving you free game right now. But when I'm saying do not free a person down to the point that you are so broke that you can't pay your bills, it's time for you to shift and go into knowing that God is calling you to be the head and not the tail. Number 5, do something new. Let me tell you, I got 2 bonuses, 1, 2. Have you ever seen the person said they want something new, but they keep doing the same old thing? So now you find yourself going around the same circle, the same mountain every week, every day, every year, because you want different results, but you're doing the same thing. Hire you a coach. Hire you a mentor. Why are you trying to do you in a new season using an old strategy? It's either time for you to sit in the presence of God if you're like me and God is your CEO, right? I can't move and I can't do nothing unless I have direction from God. So I can't work with a lot of people because I'm the type of person, if God say, I need you to birth this in this hour, and I'm working with you, and you are like, I need you to go. And I'm like, I can't move until God say move, right? So if you are someone that is, you know God is telling you to invest in this coach, but you're looking at your money and you're like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. Do it. I can't tell you how many times I have invested when God have told me to invest. And it's been time I have wasted money because I was trying to hurry up and get the vision done. and God didn't tell me to invest in this person, I end up investing in the wrong person or investing in the wrong information. And God was like, I didn't tell you go out and get the information. That's good that you got it. Go ahead and write it down, take a picture, and in due time, in due season, you will see it. But right now, I need you to go work with this person. Right now, I need you to invest in this person. I'm gonna do a live on that. Stop wasting your money. I can't tell you how many times I had to call a person like, hey, I can't work with you right now. Can you reimburse me my money? Because I didn't invest in something, then got in the presence of God and he told me, I didn't tell you to invest that money. I didn't tell you to work with that person. Go get your money back. And I'm like, oh man. Y'all know how embarrassing it is? You got to call a person, especially when somebody not saved. You got to call them and tell them, hey, I need my money back. God said I can't work with you. Or when you have to pull it out from speaking somewhere because God had told you and showed you that they got some type of demonic spirit on them, and then you are called to speak at their conference, and then you have to bag out. Mama. Wait, I'm doing something. So, and a bonus one. Stop allowing what you see with your eyes dictate how you show up. Stop allowing, it's time for you to shift your perspective. If you put a post up, if you put your basket up, or you put your products and services up, you put your books up, right? And it gets no likes. Do not allow your emotions to not make you post it again. Let me give you an example. I wrote my book last year, right? I got sales, I got podcast interviews, all that. That book opened so many doors. Right? It opened the door for me to open up my academy. But this season, this month of July, my book have sold more books than when it first, not more books, but it's there. In 1 month, then I did the third month of my book being out. It has been a whole year. I have been getting more inboxes of people asking me, ma'am, I have been getting more people asking me, how can I purchase your book a year later than I did when I first did it? Why? Because I was allowing what I see, me not getting likes or views on me posting my book, dictating when I post and how many times I post it. But now I'm being consistent, being more confident in my product and my services, right? And I have been building my confidence, not confidence, my confidence in God, confidence, right? I have been allowing God to build my confidence in him and not in men. So now I post and I don't care who like it. I don't care who share it. Why? Because I know the people that need to see it is going to see it. And when the time comes, guess what? God's going to blow in it. So stop allowing what you see dictate what you post, how much you post. And let me tell you something else. Stop allowing what you see miss out on your harvest. How you know, I never forget this girl said this to me, then I'm going to hop off because I didn't mean for it to go this long. I never forget this woman told me, she said, you have so many seeds in the ground. And I looked at I said, so many seeds. I ain't got no seeds in the ground. Immaturity, right? And I'm like, God, what does she mean by that? And then God started revealing to me all the seeds, all the lives you done did, all the free courses you done gave out, all the books you done wrote, all the posts you have did. Those are seeds. And in due season, you will reap a harvest if you faint not. But a lot of people faint before they get their harvest because they are looking at what they see, they think they feel. The enemy attack you in your emotions. He attack you in what you see. He attack you in what you feel, and he attack you on what you see, what you feel. Right? He attack you in those. But that's why God said, walk by faith and not by sight. Because when you walk by faith, you're gonna know without a drop of a down. I know God told me to do this. I know God told me to write this book. I know God told me to open up the academy. I know God told me to start this business. And I don't care if nobody show up. I'm going to show up every single day and run this business, run this company like a multi-million-dollar business. I know in due season, I'm going to reap a harvest if I faint not. Right? So that's what God is shifting me. He's shifting me from a place of what everything I just named. He's shifting me over to business. He's shifting me over being more confident, more clarity, and stop depending on men and to depend on him. and to look for the promise and not look at my emotions. I hope this helped you guys. These is things that I did on my process that God has helped me overcome. And I pray that this helped you, that you can apply today and shift and go harder in your business, and being more confident in your product and your services, and being more confident in who God has called you to be. I love you. Stay encouraged, stay inspired, and stay motivated.